And let's come on over and roll down just like we always do on our bolster and start with a few deep breaths. And first of all, just feel your spine as it gently opens. And we're going to reach the arms out if that's comfortable and start to breathe. So just kind of stretch the arms and then bend the elbows and bring the elbows in. And feel the stretch across the chest and with the shoulders. And we're going to continue and gently take the arms out and up. You could keep the arms bent. And we're going to do a few of these angel arms. And even notice how gravity is helping us with this because we're resisting the movement to strengthen and open the shoulders. And we're going to do a couple more. And let's slow this down so we can feel it even more. And then we're going to reach the arms up and stretch and lengthen. Make fists with the hands and then straighten the fingers out and do that a couple of times, wiggling the fingers so even the fingers are releasing any tension in the hands. And we're going to gently bring the arms down and take 3 slow breaths. And now we're going to roll over to the right side. And let's do the shoulder circles just gently and easily. And we're going to make the circle a little bit bigger when you're ready, keeping an eye on the shoulder. So you could keep the elbow bent or straighten it out, however it's comfortable. Just kind of being aware of all the ligaments in there and gently opening. And let's take a couple more breaths, reaching the arms out or wherever the arm reaches and feeling the whole left side opening. And then we're going to bring the arm around and do our twist as we bring the chest down on the bolster and take 5 breaths. And let's slowly walk our hands in and press ourselves up and twist a little bit more and breathe. We're feeling that spiral twist. 1 more breath. And let's switch over to the other side. And we're going to start with the right shoulder circles. And first of all, as you close your eyes, just kind of feel it in there. Feel what's happening. And then start to make that shoulder circle a little bit bigger. So we're waking it up, getting it a little warmer. And increasing the mobility and the stretch. A couple more. And when you're ready, start to hold the arm open a little bit more and breathe wherever it's comfortable. And 2 more breaths. And then we're going to gently bring the arm back around and face the bolster. And we're going to take 5 breaths. And now we're going to bring our hands closer so we can press ourselves up and twist a little bit more. And 1 more breath. And then we're going to come to the center and straddle the bolster. And let's just feel the spine here. We're going to put our hands on the bolster and close our eyes and just notice our body as we straddle. Just kind of feel the back. Let's take a few breaths. Feel the spine lengthening, shoulders rolling down. And then let's gently twist to the right. And over to the left. And back to the center and hinging forward wherever it's comfortable. Just a few breaths. And we're going to slide the arms forward and take 5 breaths. And then we're going to come back up slowly and put our hands behind the hips. And as we press the palms down, let's look up. And then just feel that. We're going to reach the arms forward and clasp the hands. And slowly reach the arms up over the head, pressing the hips down. And then releasing the arms, and let's take the right hand down, left arm over. Just that first little side stretch. And over to the other side. And then back to the center. Now we're going to take the bolster onto our right leg and reach toward the foot. And feel that deeper stretch and breathe. And 3 more breaths. And now we're going to slowly come on up and just feel the difference between the right side and the left side. And let's switch the bolster to our left leg. We're going to do the same thing. Lengthen toward the foot and breathe. And just notice everything starting to open. Let's take 3 more breaths. And now we're going to slowly come back up, and let's just feel the difference now. Maybe one side's feeling a little bit better than the other. And we're going to put the bolster in front of us as we crisscross our legs, and let's hinge forward and take 5 breaths. And notice how the ribs are opening. And let's come back up and roll the shoulders up, back, and down. And twist to the right. A nice deep breath. And then let's twist to the left. And we're going to come back to the center. And let's do another side stretch. Right hand down, left arm over. And then we're going to go to the other side. And come back to the center. Now we're going to clasp our hands behind us. And let's just sit up tall, rolling the shoulders down. So we're feeling how the navel is coming to the spine. And kind of softening the eyes so you feel your breath coming in and going out. And then we're going to release the hands, move the bolster out of the way so we can come on down to our back and just have that close by, or your block, either one. And let's put our feet down on the mat. We're going to spread the toes and just feel the feet for a second as we look up toward the ceiling. Feel the big toe pressing down, feel the heel. And let's start to do our pelvic tilts, pressing the back down and releasing. And do a few more with the breath. Bringing the navel to the spine. And we're going to slowly start to lift the hips up. And let's do a few of these, lifting and lowering, articulating the spine as we bring it all the way down. And take your time. So we're feeling the shape of our spine and waking everything up in the spine, coming a little bit higher. And we're going to do one more time. And we're holding the hips up and taking 3 breaths. And we're going to slide the bolster or your block, whatever you decide, underneath the back. And take a couple of breaths, feeling the stability. And let's keep our arms down, but bring the right knee toward the chest, take the leg up and extend through the heel. And keep going and doing the same thing with the right leg. These are big bicycles, just waking up the knee a little bit more and the back of the leg. And one more. And this time we're going to put the right foot down And switch the legs, left knee in, straighten the leg up and extend the whole leg. And let's do a few more. And 2 more times. And when you're ready, we're going to bring that foot down to the mat and take a deep breath and just feel the right side and the left side. And now we're going to cross the right foot over the left thigh and just let that leg come out to the right. Feel that stretch, keeping the foot flexed. And then we're going to release and uncross and switch. Left foot over the right thigh and feel the stretch. We're keeping the hips even and even noticing the difference between one side and the other. And now let's release, and we're going to bring our legs straight up and point and flex the feet. And make some circles. And then in the opposite direction. And now opening the legs out and closing. So slowly, so we feel how gravity is helping us open, pressing the hips down, and 2 more times. And then let's point the toes, making our big circles with the legs. So different muscles. And we're going to go in the opposite direction. And 1 more time. And now let's just let the legs be straight up, or just notice how they feel, draining the legs in this Viparita Karani pose. And chin is slightly tucked toward the chest. So we're going to soften our eyes or close the eyes and just feel whatever helps you. And slow inhales and slow exhales. And on each exhale, we're slowing our breathing down, like we're releasing air out of a balloon. Feeling it all the way in through the belly, the inner organs, releasing tension. At the same time, with each inhale, we're bathing this energy, this etheric energy, into all of our inner organs. And feel the whole breath as it comes in and goes all the way up the chest, down through the shoulder blades on the exhale. Circular energy throughout the body. Feel the connection, how your hips are pressing down. At the same time, the legs are draining energy. And let's take 5 slow breaths. And if you have an intention for today, set the intention as you're breathing. And notice how this energy is circulating throughout your body, this subtle energy. This is something that takes practice. And the breath is a great tool for this practice. Maybe you feel pulsations in the legs, the softening of the facial muscles and the jaw. And for these last few breaths, just kind of feel how we're a part of everything else, how all of the cells of the body are present in the entire universe. Starlight, sunlight, the oceans and rivers and lakes, the wind, and all of the air. Now we're going to bend our legs and put our feet back on the mat and take a few breaths. Feeling the feet once again on the mat. And notice the shift of energy now that the feet are back on the mat, on the earth. And we're feeling that opening through the lower belly. And we're going to lift our hips up and move the bolster either down or your block. If you're on your block, you could take it out of the way. If you've got your bolster there, just put your legs, the back of your legs on the bolster. And let's take a few breaths here, feeling the difference in our spine. And each breath is bringing in energy and vitality. And we're going to take 5 slow breaths. And now we're going to roll over to the side. And let's gently sit up. And we're going to sit on our bolster and do our pretzel pose. So let's sit on the left side of the bolster as we bring the right leg in and the left leg behind us. And just kind of close our eyes and feel. Feel the difference in your body. And that long breath in and out. And let's start to slowly twist to the right. And we're going to keep twisting as the left hip comes up. And let's lengthen a little bit more as we twist and breathe. And then let's come forward, hinging forward from the hips. And let's take a few breaths. And now we're going to sit up. And let's come into our pretzel as we move over to the right side of our bolster. And we're going to bring the left leg in front and the right leg behind us. And first of all, closing our eyes and just breathing. So we're opening up that right quadricep and feeling how gravity is helping us open the right hip. Now let's twist to the left. And we're going to keep twisting to the left as we let the right hip lift up and breathe and lengthen. And then let's hinge forward, opening the hips. And we're going to take a few breaths. And let's gently come on up. And we're going to sit cross-legged. And just breathe here. So we're going to close our eyes and flip the palms up. And notice how the spine is lengthening as the shoulders roll down. Feel the space between the ears and the shoulders. And let's let the right ear come slowly toward the right shoulder. We're feeling the weight of the head as the left shoulder rolls down. And then slowly to the other side. And with our eyes closed, we can really feel what's happening here. This is just a gentle movement, and especially if we hold, most of us hold tension in the neck and the upper shoulders. And let's take a couple more breaths. And then we're coming back to the center, and we're going to take 3 slow breaths, just noticing. And noticing the whole breath as it comes into the belly, the mid-chest, and the upper chest. And because we're breathing deeply, we could feel how this is supporting our whole body as we lengthen, and the breath is coming into the inner organs with vitality for every cell. Now let's open our eyes. We're just going to turn the head slowly, slowly to the right, softening the eyes. Feel what's happening in your body. And then slowly, slowly, as slowly as you can, so the eyes are moving at the same pace as the turn of the head. And we're going to the left. Softening the jaw. And then very slowly back to the center. And as we move slowly like this, we're just noticing the differences in our body. We're going to close our eyes again, feeling and observing, not judging. And adding gratitude in our heart for our body, for the movements, feeling our heartbeats and our breath. And feeling the shape of your body from the top of the head, the face, the shoulders, down through the arms, the elbows, and the lower arm, and the palms resting on the lap, feeling the space of the palms, and then feeling the hips and the legs, the knees, and the lower legs, how they're crossed comfortably, how the feet are resting on your mat. And let's take a few breaths just observing ourselves in this state, a little slower with the breath, but comfortably at the same time. And with each inhale, we're wishing ourselves peace, like a calm lake. We're wishing our homes and our families peace. Our communities peace. For all those that live around us, peace. And spreading that even farther across our country, peace. And we're going to bring our hands together to our heart and visualize and feel this peace radiating throughout our whole world, so that one day our world will be a peaceful place. And let's take a deep inhale and sigh. One more time. Namaste. Thank you, ladies, for coming today. So glad you could all be here. I hope you have a wonderful Easter.
Thank you. What are you doing, Marianne?
Same.
Not much. Not much teaching now. Yeah, teaching. How about you, Loretta?
Just going to my mom's. Nothing,
Oh,
nothing
that's good. Good.
simple. Yep.
Well, we hope for Carol that it all goes well today.
Yes.
We'll be thinking of you.
Yep.
It will. I think it will.
Yeah. Good. Okay, good.
Starting beginning today.
Yeah. New beginnings. Excellent.
A good idea. A perfect day for a new beginning.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, love it. Okay,
Bye,
ladies.
everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.